What is up, dreamers? And welcome back to some Mobius Double F. In this episode, we're going to take a quick look at the Final Fantasy X Limited Greater Summoning. This drops tonight. So if you see this video today, fresh, then by tonight, we're going to see the Final Fantasy X Limited Greater Summon. Let's take a look at all the stuff that is going on in this banner. Should you pull? Should you hold off? Did you skip? I'm gonna tell you everything that I would do. I'll give you my free-to-play recommendations, and then I'll tell you what my plans are, just like usual. Let's get started. So we talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the month when we did our calendar review. We went over these cards really quickly, but I'm gonna go over them again with you just in case you missed that video, or you know, whatever, just because things could have changed in the amount of time. But basically, 4 out of these 5 cards are really good, very good cards. I will say there's a little bit of something for everybody. This isn't really a new player's banner, this isn't an old player's banner. This is a really useful utility banner, and I don't think we haven't seen cards this good in kind of a long time. So let's get into these cards, start talking about them and why I like them so much. So this is the banner dropping tonight, and these are all the cards. I will say, I'm gonna point out one of these is not like the others. One of these to me is the weakest card of the batch. I'm just gonna point that out right now. Unalesca Final Fantasy X. It's a square stun that also applies Debrave and Curse. That can be a really useful debuff for like the tanks, especially going into these higher tier Sicarius battles, like say an MP. But I do think it's probably it's my least favorite card of the batch. However, all of these other cards are pretty damn great. Let's go over them top to bottom. So Donna and Bartello. This is the card I was telling you guys about that adds warrior lore and mage lore no matter what you put this card on. So this can actually give you just so many new and odd but interesting options for attacks. And I do think it's a card. It's not like a golden goose egg card or anything like that, but I do think it's a card that's gonna be useful, and at least interesting. That being said, nothing that you need to have or anything. The Owaka card, Final Fantasy X. I think this is probably this is the best farming card that we have in the game right now. I think if nothing else, you probably want this just because it's gonna help your gains as far as farming goes for everything. Gil up 100%, seeds up 50%. EXP up 40%, Crystal Seeker plus 30, and you can duplicate this card. You can have 4 of these cards. This does stack, so you can just line yourself up with these cards and basically make your farming life a lot smoother, a lot easier. I mean, with 4 of these cards in the deck, you're talking about an extra 200% of skill seeds, guys, so that is incredible. We talked about the Unalesca card. The brother card is it's okay. I like it because it's a monk card with taijutsu. It's a very good card. It gives like speed +1, extended break +1. The issue is we don't have many monks that can actually make use of this card. Like we don't really have any water element monks right now, but that is a good card to have. If you are a monk fan in this game, you don't want to miss out on any cards with taijutsu. Taijutsu's the magic recipe that makes monks viable in this game. And then the last card we'll talk about is Makion. I think this is honestly the best card in this banner. The reason why is because it does a full dispel and sleep. So I know earlier I was looking at this like, what? Like, oh, we don't really need the sleep, but it's the dispel. We don't need an AoE sleep because we have a card like, and this is a single target card, so it's not going to replace Hypnos, guys. But it is going to be your new dispel card, basically. It does the full dispel. We have cards that do I want to say like single dispels and double dispels with the Begamin Final Fantasy 12 card, but we don't have anything in the game that does a full dispel. So I mean, this is going to be godly for any tanks out there. For multiplayer, this is going to be the card that people are going to be wanting you to have to support their runs. But basically, a lot of really good utility cards in this event, and they are limited, which means after this event, after this banner is over, you won't have a chance to summon any of these cards anymore. They're all leaving the game forever. So that's why I say that it is worth it to do a few summons on this banner. I wouldn't go too crazy, like I wouldn't drop all of your resources or anything. I will say the full dispel is looking like it's going to be a must-have. I don't know. I don't think anything else does that. So I would say, out of everything, if you get one card, try to get your Mei-Chen Final Fantasy X support card with the full dispel, because I think that's going to be the most impressive looking card here and probably the most useful going into the future. Other than that, the Owaka Final Fantasy X card to me looks really good. For me, I'm probably going to be summoning for at least like 4 out of 5 of these cards, so I'll do my summons to most likely tomorrow. If you guys want to come by the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RobbieDag, it would be a pleasure to see you there. I'll be doing my pulls live on stream there, so if you want to take part in all the hype, that's the place to be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these cards, if there's anything I overlooked, didn't talk about, forgot to mention. You guys are really awesome at adding information into the description section, or I'm sorry, into the comment section of these videos, and it really helps out. Honestly, it really helps me out. Even if you're correcting something I said wrong, I want to be corrected. I want to be able to give you guys the best possible information I can. So thank you guys for all your help and assistance. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you pulling on this banner? I'm pulling on this banner. I'm at least doing like 5 pulls, maybe 6 pulls on this banner, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a pleasure being your host on this episode. I hope this one was helpful. If it was, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Share this video if it helped you out. Share, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. I'll catch you later.